just a quick one. I had a conversation this morning with someone. The person had a post on their status that says people can have same parents, live in same house, and be raised by same morals, but one still can be crackhead, the other one a preacher. So you can't say it was how somebody was raised. Is a decision you choose to make. You turn out to be whoever you choose to make. And then I replied to her. I said I agree to an extent, because children are meant to be guided, and where the appropriate guidance is not given, this may lead them to a different route. As a chat said, as a chat I had with the person. And so the person replied, of course, the point being made here is that you can raise a child well, but he or she can go astray based on decisions made at the end of the day by the person. So it's a free will. Because some people are badly behaved, men and women, and it is blamed on their upbringing. And so I replied, yes, I agree. The issue is when parenting plan is intentional and tested, the mistakes are corrected before they leave home. I wish I knew what I know now. A lot of parents rest on that. A lot of parenting rests on that, and that will determine how the children will come out, how the children will turn out. I meant to say. Okay, so I said it's part of it, that the standard of home and what is there is part of it. But some parents parent through their trauma. I was guilty of that. Parent through their trauma, so they fail to connect with the children to be able to correct the children effectively. Parents should parent a child they have, not a child they want to have. They should parent the child they have, not the child they want to have, in which case they connect and correct the child with emotional intelligence. All this drama, what I'm saying here in this place is that every child is distinct, every child is unique. So you can have 4 children and you just find out that this one has a different personality, this one will receive correction in a different way, this one will like to be spoken to in this way. So with emotional intelligence, you are able to connect with your children and reach your children well. So it means you're correcting them the way they will understand. So you can have a child that flogging is not good. I wish I knew better, but just flogging, and there was a game that was on, and it said you should try to hit your child and see the response you get from your child. If you raise your hand like you want to, what will the child's response be? Will the child duck, or will the child hold your hand, or will the child feel you're coming to give high five or something? It will determine what you have used that hand to do in the life of that child. Because if you've been hitting the child and bashing, when your hand is coming, the child will duck, thinking that's what is coming. My son was standing, and the father wanted to, what was it? He wanted to, squeeze his skin or something. They were praying, was saying something, and the boy just stood. He was just looking at him. I said, why didn't you respond? He said he really didn't know what to. But I'm sure if I'm the one that was bringing my hand to him, the boy would duck, because I've always used my hand to hit. What an abuse that has been. But what I'm trying to say is, you have to know your child such that you know how to correct them effectively. Correction, discipline, not punishment, is different. Punishment is you're inflicting pain. You want the child to know, the child should feel it. I felt so at some time in parenting. You should feel it, so that next time you will remember that you did this and that's why this was done. No, discipline is helping the child to understand what they did is wrong, and where there's consequence for the action, they bear it, and you help them go through it. So that's the parenting that makes sense. Is the parenting that turn children out. If you have children and all you're looking at is, I don't want you to turn out a thief, I don't want you to turn out a loser, I don't want you to turn out, and then you're not helping the children understand the process and things that they are going through in the moment. That's your parenting with what you don't want in mind. It becomes a problem, because all you have is a child who is like a robot. So all the child is doing is whatever you say. The child is, I don't want mommy's wahala, just do it. The child is not thinking, is not reasoning. But if you parent with emotional intelligence, it means you're relating with the child, you understand the need of the child, and you're in their place. That's you parent with empathy. You understand. For instance, if a young child of 3 is carrying a glass of water, cup of water, you wouldn't allow a child of 3 hold what could break and hurt them, a plastic cup with water in it, and the child trips and falls. The first thing you should do is confirm the child is okay, and then explain to the child, next time when you carry, hold with both hands and you walk carefully. But you're going to clean the place and all, but not beat the child for that, because that's all the child could do at that time. He knows no better. And it is what you're teaching the child, that's what the child will relate to. So if you're scolding the child and you're beating the child for spilling water, it means next time when the child has to carry water, he will remember all those rebuke that he had when he spilled water. He will try to be more careful, and he will do worse. And then you end up raising a child that is not reasoning. The child is not thinking. But if you explain to the child the process, when you hold the water, make sure the cup is not that full, halfway, and then hold it, and carefully you're walking carefully, the child will do it. So whatever it is you're teaching the child will learn. The child is processing it, is knowing what to do, and next time he will be able to do it well, rather than spank and beat. And psychologists have proven that when you hit a child and beat a child violently, you do that, a part of the brain goes numb, and that part that goes numb is the part that processes information. So you now have a child that's like robots. All you just do is the child just want to just please you. You said you want to do, he's going. He's not thinking, he's not processing it. But if you explain to the child how to do it, what to do, why they have to do it that way, the child will do better. And I've said this before, if you have parents who are very strict, like I was, Lord have mercy. If you have parents who are very strict, what happens is you raise children who would want to present to you what they know you want to see. So they have a dual personality, such that if you are around, they are well behaved. They just do, I don't want mommy's wahala. They just want to do whatever they believe they should be doing for you. And when you are not there, they do otherwise. That's just it. So that is not a very good thing to have for children. You should raise children, let them know what they have to do, why they have to do it, and the consequences of not doing it right. In that way, when you're not there, they'll be able to process it and do it right. Okay, so I'm just here to say that you can have children raised by same parents and growing up in the same, but they behave differently because they receive and process information in different way. So it's your responsibility as a parent or a guardian to know that this child receives information this way, so it means I have to disseminate information to this child in this way, ensure the child receives it in that way, for the child to be able to process it and do what the child needs to do. So it's true, you can have children raised by same parents, same standard and all, and they turn out in different way, because children are supposed to be guided. When they are small, you're to guide them. No, you shouldn't do this. If you do this, this will happen. This is how best to do this. Let's do this together. The child will learn and be better. All right, so that's it. If you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, what are you doing? Please subscribe, share and share and share, and click the like button, because when you do, the video is recommended to some other person. Until I come into your space again, it's bye from me. Bye bye.